Hi guys, today we're taking a look at Govee's Lyra floor lamp. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. So I'll be setting this up, showing what functionality you get with it. And the key thing here is testing out how well it works with the Immersion kit using their sync center. So let's begin by opening it up and seeing what you get in the packaging. If you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to be informed of my next release. In the packaging, you're going to use a manual, quick start guide and a support card. There's 2 packs of screws and a screwdriver. You get a remote control. Let's take the plastic out to engage the battery so you can use this. There's an LED strip hidden within a diffuser. The length of this is 120 centimeters and there's a connector on the end there. There's 3 metal channels. There's a fixture in there that moves about and that's to allow you to attach each one together. There's a plastic fixture. There's a DC power adapter. Cable length on this is 142 centimeters and the output is 24 volts, 1.5 amps. And finally, the base of the lamp. So the height of this is 20 centimeters. You've got a cable with a connector block on there. It's got a 3M sticker on the back of that. The cable end to end is 74 centimeters. The base is all of plastic and there's no buttons on there. You've got a rubber pad at the bottom to avoid it slipping on the surface. 12 centimeter diameter at the top and 14 centimeter diameter at the bottom. And there's a connector just at the top there to connect the LEDs to. Let's make a start at setting this up. So there's 2 bags of screws. One has long screws, the other one has short screws. If you look at the tubes, there's one where the screw hole point is sticking up and that's the one where you'd use the long screws and that hooks onto the base. The other end you'd use with the short screws. So let's get the tube connected up. The tube's fully assembled now. Now looking at the end, just make sure the connector here, the bit which has the round circles on, is sticking out. And now we can connect this to the base and use the long screws to connect it up. The LED strip can now be connected. And now place the LED into position. So that's just a matter of pushing it like this, making sure the wire's nice and tidy behind there, and pushing down. Now the attachment here is optional. You don't have to install it. It's used just to keep the remote in place. If I just show, there you go, clips on. It's just a matter of pushing it onto the back. You can just place it any position you want on this. I'm not going to install this only because I don't want the remote stuck onto the back of the pole. The lamp's fully assembled now, so let's test it out. So coming over to the remote control, if I press the power button, turning it on, you can see there it gives a warm white color. Obviously it's an RGBIC lamp, so you can have multiple colors at different segments on this. Light looks pretty cool like this and it gives enough light to light up a room. Now turning the lamp around with the light bouncing off a wall, it gives a nice ambient light effect. Now I'll test it out like this. If I press the music sync button, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. So if you had music playing in the room, that will sync along to it, or even people talking. And then you've got a color button. These are just static colors that you can flip between, predefined ones. And then you've got brightness level. It's on maximum at the moment. Let's take it right down. That's the minimum. Taking it back up. Then we've got warm, so that's warm white. Then you've got cool white, and that's it. So it's nice having the remote control, gives you an alternative method of controlling the device so you don't have to go into the app. And color representation and brightness levels is really good from the lamp. Now coming over to my Android phone, let's get this device set up. So the app you need for this is Govee Home. I've already got it installed. Make sure your Bluetooth's turned on, hit the plus, select indoor lighting and scroll down. And that's the device, Govee Lyra floor lamp. Picked it up straight away via Bluetooth. Selecting it, we can rename the device, but I'll just leave it on default name. Done to this. Next, we have the ability to add the device onto our Wi-Fi network. You don't have to do this, but I'm gonna add this on and that's it. Add it in, as simple as that. Let me briefly show the options in here. So in settings, you can rename the device, change Wi-Fi settings, and it's even compatible with both the Amazon and Google voice control devices for smart functionality. Back from there, you've got a power button, quick way of turning it on and off. Effects lab, you've got some predefined colors in here relating to different objects. So if I pick a random one, so orange, back from there, then you've got timer, standard stuff here. You can set a timer for the device and even have a wake wake up timer. So as you wake up in the morning, it gradually gets brighter, or even a sleeping timer where in the evening it slowly dims down and then eventually turns off. Back from there, then you've got brightness level. Take that down just so you can see. That's the minimum, taking it back up to the maximum. Then below that, you've got music sync, standard music sync options on here. You've got a bit more functionality than you do on the remote control. So sensitivity levels and different music sync options. It can work off a microphone built onto the device, or you could use the microphone from your mobile for it to work with. You can see down there, there's other sync options with that too. You've got auto color, where you can automatically change color or stay at a static color. We'll flip it back to use a microphone on the device. Now coming over to color, you can see here you've got segmented control on there. And what that means is if I select a area, pick a color, you can control the color on that segment. And there we have it, multiple colors on a single strip. And if I select them all, you've got relative brightness on here as well. So you can control the brightness levels on each segment. So I've got everything selected on that one. Now if I come off, select one of them, take it to maximum, take the next one to maximum as well. So a lot of granularity available in there. You can even turn off a section. Let's turn it back on again, and standard stuff below there. You've got color wheel and some static colors. Coming back up, you can see you've got scene, and there's some predefined scenes. And then finally, you've got DIY, and this is where you can define your own scenes and color effects. And if I go into plus, this is where you'd configure it. Back from there, color, and leave it on a static color. So it's simple as that to get up and running with this. Now I'm gonna test this out with my immersion kit, and coming back from here, looking in command, going into Studio Sync, and you can see at the bottom, there's an LED, so console unit. So I've got an LED underneath the TV. So now if I go to manage device, select the lamp, confirm that, and now I can specify the section I want the color associated with. So this one here, I'm going to say that's section 4, this one's section 4, this one's 5, and then this one, and then this one is 6. And it's as simple as that. So if, for instance, you place the lamp right at the back, you can have it associated with 14, 15, and 16. So pretty cool how you can configure this, and we'll confirm that, turn on Studio Sync, and we're ready to test this out now. So it should, in theory, synchronize with the LED strip I've got on the TV unit, the immersion kit, and the lamp. So all working in conjunction. So in summary, the Lyra floor lamp works pretty well in conjunction with Govee's immersion kit, using the sync center to configure it to sync along with what's happening on the TV. Obviously you can sync along with other devices like I've shown. I've got an LED strip on my TV unit, and it's even good as a standalone lamp, giving you good brightness levels. It comes with a remote control, which is great, so you don't have to use the app to make changes. So there you go. I'm really impressed with the functionality on this lamp, and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. If you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to be informed of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.